Yo, this your boy Mind Control Train. I'm here to commentate over some pre-recorded gameplay to let y'all know what I was thinking while I was making plays and whatnot. This is my Master Duel ID, just in case y'all want to follow me. Clearly no one's following me now. I'm following 5 people, but you know, it is what it is. If y'all got any requests, anything like that, make sure y'all comment down below. And let's get to the gameplay, shall we? Alright, now here we back. And yeah, so this is Scareclaw. So I have what in here? Raigeki, I got Scarecrow, Scarecrow Cashier, Field Spell, and an Ash. So this is like no interruption at all. This is almost like if this Ash don't do it, then you basically watch them play solitaire until they're done. And unfortunately, we're going against a very good deck with some great support. We're going against Mathmech. So let's see what they got going on here. Circular. Of course you get that off the top, right? So my idea is right here. He do the activation so he can try to get the fills. The trap, so he can go into his other plays. My whole idea is let's at least stop that, right? If you stop that, then you kind of stop Mathmech in a hole, because if they can't go into that trap, then they don't have extra interruption. But they always have everything. So this Ash ain't gonna really do nothing, right? They have so many plays. This card allowed them to get so much advantage. You know what I mean? It's crazy when you throw out an imperm. That's how confident you are in your plays, right? So this monster right here, right? Pause it real quick. This monster, Firewall Defensor. I played this deck before this duel like 2 times. I didn't know what the hell this card do, right? And you know, when you're not unfamiliar with a card, you kind of like skim over it, but you really don't care as much. And apparently this give destruction protection. Just keep that in mind. And it also summons from deck, which is so freaking stupid. Like they really needed that, right? You got Circular already. Why do you need to summon from deck? But it is what it is. So he get, what is that? Firewall Phantom. I don't know what this card is. Cyber's Witch. He picked up a spell card. I'm not as good as DK and them other guys, so I can't really commentate like that. I don't know all these cards, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just a casual, if you want to call it that. But he go through a bunch of plays. I never seen this route before. Mentally, I'm thinking, alright, he already got the protection, right? Raigeki is not going to clear this board. So I'm thinking, should I just quit? I'm like, nah, I want to see what he's going to bake and what he's going to cook. So I stay here just to see how to beat this shit next time when I run into it again. Which I haven't run into this variant of the deck again at all. Like, he was really cooking. I've never seen somebody go through Drill Storm like that. Usually, when they do that, they usually have that Link 5 monster throw this shit in the grave. You don't usually fuse into this. Wow, that's crazy. And then also he went to Synchro. This just so much advantage. This card basically targets and shuffle back into deck, right? Which is crazy, right? Because it's like once I start put the field spell down, he's going to shuffle it back in deck. So that's 2 negates right there. This one negates where is it? Spells and traps with the Link 4. So that kills our Raigeki. This one spins back. How in the hell am I gonna beat this? Next episode of Dragon Ball Z, you will see. But yeah, he going to more plays, and then at this point, I'm like looking, but I'm not really looking, because you know I have a 18-month-old daughter, so you know she always grabbed my attention. So I'm not really paying attention, but I'm like sighing, and I'm like, bro, this man is really cooking. Let him cook. And he gonna keep baking me right now. I ain't gonna hold you. He gonna keep baking me. Like, I play against a lot of Mathmech decks, and no one ever took this route and went crazy like this. So I'm more impressed than anything, and I'm like, okay, if anything, I might be able to win off of time. You know, he might run out of time, but I'm gonna spoil it right now. He didn't run out of goddamn time. First time I seen this monster be summoned too. Granted, I faced it before, but that's the first time I seen it get summoned. And he's still cooking me, bro. Still cooking me. He played another defensor. I think when I seen this one go to he banished it, right? Did he? No, he didn't banish it. He put it back in his hand or shuffled it back in the deck, I think. Yeah, he shuffled it back in the deck. See, I forgot to even say that. So I was excited. I'm like, okay, cool. I can at least bait out the Raigeki, and then bait out a spell. Let him use the drill storm shit, and then Raigeki them. And then he came back with this, and that's why I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna see how this shit plays out, see what end board he ends with, and then I'm gonna see if I can beat it next time I play against this. Right now, I have no confidence that I'm able to even play against this shit. And he come up with this one. I never seen this one. What monster is this? Firewall, Dragon, Dark Fluid. I never seen this monster before. Apparently, it has counters and is able to freaking multi-negate. We're gonna keep watching though. So he have 3 counters. So that's 3 negates. This is just here for sure, if I remember correctly or not. I'm not sure. Then he has this one, who what does shit do? Target your opponent control and to the graveyard and return them to hand. So you basically have a return to hand, 3 negates, protection, spin back, spell and trap negate. Come on, man. How am I gonna beat that, right? Raigeki. He negates it. Of course, I would negate it too, cause whatever. But at least I got Thirsty being played. So Thirst. So what I get? Triple tactics, right? So he got this already gone. Now I'm thinking, okay, well, this monster is pretty OD, but this one seemed like it's more OD. Even though I never faced it before, 3 counters, I can negate 3 things, right? I thought this was similar to like an Appaloosa type of monster, but it's not. It's better. Super rare, better. Crazy. So I get the triple tactics. What I use? I'm gonna just grab it. Why not, right? Potential 3 negates. Yeah, you think you're gonna return them hand? Psych. So what I didn't know is this is not once per chain. As long as it got a count on this mug, I can keep negating stuff. And of course he'll have a fucking effect Veller in hand, right? But I did not know this was not once per chain. How do you guess that? I mean, how do you predict that? I didn't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not predict that this was not once per chain. I thought this was gonna get negated. I'm getting spent back, but I still had plays because Cashier, Scareclaw can summon from hand. I still could have done something, but we good though. So he tried to negate it. I'm like, you sure about that? Nah, bro. We gonna keep playing. Negate both of those, right? And remember, he still have this Pegasus monster in hand, 1 Pegasus, who can spin back. He tried to bait out this last negate, but we wasn't running for it though. At all. Was not. I waited. And I also got to beat over a 3500 attack monster. So that's another thing. So I used this to bait out negate. He had none. We good. Even though I got the fill spell, still grab it. Got him. Got a rival. because I want to keep this on the field. I grabbed a rival because I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to use him to banish this one. It's because then I won't be able to use Tryhard to resummon this back to be over this mug right here. So I'm like, okay, well, I can't go for Straddle because I need him to be on the field still. So I went into a rival. And then I'm thinking, okay, well, cool. I have protection for next round if there is another one. Even if he has something next, he was gonna get blown out the water anyways, because there's nothing you could really do that can defeat this board once everything's said and done. But yeah, that's the reason why I got a rival. I was gonna get Twin Saw, but I'm thinking, nah, this would be a better route for next round too. And don't worry, after I did this and destroyed these monsters and got rid of this in the grave, I was gonna link him off and make another Tryhard and set him in the grave too, because he wasn't getting his back. But yeah, going to Tryhard. And another thing, yeah, so Tryhard, it has an effect that you have to grab a level 3 from the graveyard. Only level 3. If I were to use him to banish, if I would banish him and I had to banish the Acro, then I wouldn't have no target, and this would be a huge problem for me. So since I decided to get a rival, got protection for next round, I mean next turn, if there is a next turn. Also, I grab him and I also grab freaking Astro, so I can have multiple attacks. And then I use him and summon him. But listen, and this is when he tried to bait me. He thought I didn't know that he had a negates. He thought he was going to get me to use him to negate it, but nah, bro. We standing tall, we standing sturdy, we waiting on it. We know the Pegasus is in the graveyard. We not that dumb. We played against that one before. So now I have 3 attacks. And he knows it's over. So he's like, okay, well, I can't wait no more. I have to use it, right? So go ahead and use it, bro. And we just going to negate it. We using your monster better than you using your monster, bro. Even if in a sad world, if I was not able to negate this, I would have just used 1, 2, and maybe 3. No, I'll probably use him to do this shit all over again. Made another Tryhard. Matter of fact, I would use 1 in the level 3s, yeah. 1, 2, and 3. Resummon him back. Boom. And went for the one that do piercing damage. And you would have been all set, bro. But, so, anyway go, he was not winning this. At all. And he already know what time it is. He do. It's over, bro. It's over. That's too easy. Way too easy. Alright, we're gonna check out the deck list again. Hey, yo! We're back. Even though it was like 0.5 seconds for y'all, but still. I digress. So here's the deck list. I'm pretty sure people who subscribed to me have seen this deck list and whatnot. It's nothing new. But at the same time, I'm gonna show it to you just so I can be a good hostess, right? So we got 3 Maxis. Why? Why not, right? They Maxi me, why can I Maxi them back, right? We got 3 Ash. Why? To negate they Maxi. And 2 Call by the Graves. To what? Negate they Maxi. I'd rather save Call by the Grave to negate they stuff versus use it to anything else. But Mathmech, we're gonna save this for one of them circlers and whatnot. But anyways, that's why we use 3 Ash, 2 Call buys, just to negate the Maxi, because the Maxi kills the deck. Astro, we got 3 of these. I believe this is second best monster in the archetype, as far as like main deck monsters. Belong. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but y'all know what I'm talking about. We got Acro, another good card. I think these two are like neck to neck with utility. Right card. I don't even know if I said that right, but y'all know what I'm talking about. This is the best main deck card for Scareclaw. Why? Because you're able to add 1 Scareclaw, Jesus, 1 Scareclaw spell a trap from the deck to hand, right? And they got 3 Scareclaw spell a trap cards that I use. There's more, but I use only these 3, right? So the best one out of all of them is Arrival. People may say it's Stratos, but I think it's Arrival because it had too much utility in this. You use this card every game, just about. It targets one monster, or we're gonna use the first effect. Target one Scareclaw monster in your graveyard, special summon it in defense mode. Great card. For one thing, it summons in defense mode, which is good for us because if you have 3 defense monsters, including itself, you could draw 1 card after you add 1 spell trap card. Great advantage, right? This, put that junk in defense mode, boom, we good. Then the secondary effect is, once per turn, you can protect itself from destruction. That's great. It's battle and effect card effects, right? Great advantage, right? And the first effect, special summon from the grave, is not once per turn. It's a soft once per turn. So you could use all 3 of these in 1 turn. Come on now. That's too good, man. That's way too good. And Thrust Search Arrival. I ain't got nothing else to say, bro. I ain't got nothing else to say. We got Straddle. Very good card. You can pick 1 Scareclaw monster and 1 of their monsters, and you can basically gain the attack or defense, whichever one is higher. So I love that they added whichever one is higher, because, you know, if you go against, what is it, Shinrir, its defense is 3,000, but attack is 0. So I don't want to, if that's the only monster in the field, I don't want to gain 0 freaking attack. So that's a good addition. The second effect, when a card or effect is activated that targets a Scareclaw monster, negate that effect. Great. So it's been situations where, like, what, Lightheart is looking for the fill spell, and they try to impermanent or effect Valor or Ghost Ogre or anything like that, and they target it, and you got Stratus in hand, use that junk, negate it, and keep going, keep playing. Now the only thing that is bad about this is if they use an Ash, you all set, bro. You might as well set whatever you got in your hand and pass, because Ash don't target, so they're going to negate it. If you don't got no follow-up plays, then yeah, you kind of messed up. So don't think this is an end-all be-all. It's a good utility tool to have in the hand, but it's not going to automatically make you play. That's what I'm basically saying. The last one is Twin Saw. All these spell and traps have secondary effects, which is great. This is like the Scareclaw version of Blackout that Sword Soul has. You could target 1 monster, Scareclaw monster that you control, and then destroy 2 cards they control. 2 cards, not 2 monsters, 2 cards. So that is great advantage, right? But that's not the best part about this card. The second effect is if a level 3 or higher monsters on the field, not yours, any of y'all, if it's on the field, you could banish this card from your graveyard, and for the rest of the turn, neither player can activate effects of linked monsters on the field. Why is this good for Scareclaw? Try hard. Of course, everybody knows that, hey, I don't care what you say, I'm a big bully, I'm gonna put all y'all in defense mode, right? And I'm unaffected by you if you're in defense mode. That effect is the lingering effect. It's not an activated effect. So when it puts you in defense mode, it's like taxes. You have to pay it. You can't avoid it. It's happening every day, every monster that you summon. So right? So this doesn't negate that effect because it's lingering. Unless they imperm this, you go into defense mode if you're a main deck monster, even an extra deck monster. You all set. That's why I like Twin Saw, and it saves you so many games. So it's because sometimes Pearly go into that Skyscraper freaking Link monster and destroy Tryhard. Now remember, this effect have to resolve. So you can't do it in response to a Link monster. So if they go into that Link 2 monster and you banish it, Tryhard's gonna die. You had to do it way before. So once they start and you see what kind of deck it is, immediately just banish it. Don't even wait, just banish it. either they're gonna stop right in there if they know what kind of trap this is, or they're gonna keep going and see once they get to the link monster. If you wait till the link monster is on the field, it's too late. You're gonna corn. Freaking access code. Once it's on the field, it's too late. You had to do it way before. Alright. So that's all for the main deck monsters for Scareclaw. The field spell, great advantage. You get you lose 100 attack and defense for each defense monster on the field, your opponents and yourself. Then you can add one Scareclaw once this card is activated, but it's a hard once per turn, so you're going to need to activate one field spell per turn. And also, you can target one monster on the field, one card on the field, not monster, one card on the field, and destroy if you have 3 or more defense monsters. If there's 3 or more defense monsters on the field, you or your opponent. So that's also a great advantage. My going second cards, right? Raigeki. People think Lightning Storm, all that other stuff is better. I think this card is the best going second card if you have Thrust on it too, because it destroys Cashier. It destroys a lot of decks. Freaking it destroys freaking Sword Soul. Any deck that doesn't have protection like that, it destroys. Harpies. It destroys freaking Labyrinth if they don't use the freaking spell fragrance or whatever shit called. That's the trap card that stop you from using spell cards. You have to set it first, whatever that shit called, I forgot. If they don't use that, or use Eradicator and then take all your spells out, then you also have a game where, for whatever reason, Labyrinth didn't activate their card and they let me use Harpies, and I just cleaned their junk out. And they tried to activate everything and it kind of messed them up later, but I digress. Herald, great card, you know. It's even good for things like Labyrinth, right? If you want to remove a card off the field, then this is like the greatest. Triple Tactics, I mean, I was going to cut this card, but as you can see, it's being used. It's a pretty good card. And you always want to see a Kaiju in your hand. Granted, level 7 is a little controversial because if you're going against Cashier, they can use your level 7. But you can also use your level 7 too, because all of these monsters are level 3 just about. Level 3 means we can go in the burrow. So I mean, if I have 2 of these in my hand and one Scareclaw monster, I'm gonna summon this on my side of the field and then make a burrow. I mean, hey, might as well, right? Or if I have 2 of these and I mess around and have Ephemeral, I can go into number 11, right? Take your monster, or I could do a lot of things basically. Go into number 11, attack, go to Zeus. Like there's plays to go for level 7, but it is also a double-edged sword. They can use it against you, but if you're gonna use a Kaiju in that way, make sure they don't keep it. I like to give it to the side of the field and use Stratus and then take an attack because it's pretty high, and then go through, do piercing damage and kill him. So that's all I have. Hey yo, alright now. That's the end of the video, man. So thank y'all for coming by, sitting with your boy, listen to what I got to say, man. You know, I really appreciate y'all. If y'all want to see more videos like this, man, just let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's run these numbers up, man. I got a lot more content, man. You know, the more videos I make, the more comfortable I get, man. I could be your favorite. You know what I mean? So just let me know. Give me some feedback. Let me know if I say things wrong or how I should do things. You know, we can make this a community, bro. All right, now. Hope to see y'all soon. Peace.